Hi, and good morning. Well, I guess afternoon now. It's almost 1 o'clock. Um, I just want to say hey and to talk about something that has kind of been a big thing for me. So a couple years ago, I actually quit diet soda. And I know that that's kind of a crazy thing to talk about on a web blog, but it's a mommy web blog, right? So this is what I'm at. I used to sit in front of the computer and just drink caffeine like it was going out of style. And I still occasionally have like a coffee, right? But I drank diet soda like it was like there was no end to it, like it was water, right? So I want to talk quickly about how I went from drinking diet soda to drinking like 80 ounces of water a day. So I kind of looked at my habits. I would sit in front of the computer and I would just mindlessly drink this soda. Well, what I found out was that if I had water on my desk, I would drink the water. So I just started making sure that I had water on my desk. Now the problem is that did not make me quit soda. It just made me drink less of it because I was drinking the water. So that's a big tip, is just have the water available, so you're probably going to be too lazy to go up to go get the soda, so you'll have the water in front of you. So that's the first tip, is that when you start your day, before everything gets crazy and you open up your inbox, just have water on your desk. I don't care if you have to have 4 bottles of water on your desk. I did that. Just do it. It will make a difference. And then once you get in the habit of it, it won't become such a big thing. Now, as far as quitting it, that took some time and effort, because what ended up happening was it took me about 3 months to actually kick it. And what jump started the whole thing was I went to the dentist and he basically said, you got a great smile, but your teeth have a whole bunch of little problems because you've been eroding your teeth for, I think at that point it was 20 years. I'm 37 now and I've been drinking soda for about 20 years. We had soda in the house growing up. Like, that was like our thing. So what I ended up doing was the dentist kind of scared the heck out of me because he's like, you're dissolving your teeth every time you drink soda. And so I was like, I should quit drinking soda. And it's supposed to have all these health benefits, which, spoiler alert, I did not see. I didn't lose weight. I didn't have less, well, I kind of had a little bit less bloating, but like I didn't, like my skin didn't clear up. There wasn't like this epiphany moment. I just was able to drink more water. And I quit spending an absurd amount of money on something I drink. I was spending $2 to $3 a day at least on going to the drive-thru and getting soda or buying it from a vending machine. Like, it was a constant thing. So what I ended up doing was to quit. What I ended up doing is I just kind of ignored my waistline, and I went out and I got Gatorade, vitamin water. Eventually, I was able to move to flavored water, but initially, when I started quit drinking soda, flavored water sucked. It tasted like flavored water. It just wasn't that much to it. So I ended up switching out the soda, but I wanted to have something that still felt like a treat. That I could still have the oral fixation, like it would still be a good thing. Kind of like quitting smoking, right? Like, you always have to have something in your hands. It was the same kind of thing, is that I was always used to having that ice cold Diet Coke right there. Or Coke Zero. Eventually I switched to Coke Zero. So what I ended up doing was I just replaced that drink with Gatorade, with tea. Eventually I was able to drink tea. I wasn't able to drink it at first. And just a whole bunch of little things. Like, just whatever was not soda. Which, when you first start doing this, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's no alternative to soda because soda is everywhere. It is everywhere. That's how they have such a large market share. They are instantly available. When you go to a restaurant, it probably took me months to stop ordering soda on like a regular, like, what do you want to drink? Diet Coke. No, I don't want Diet Coke. I want lemonade or water or whatever. And you always hate ordering water because you feel like you're downgrading they think you're being stingy, right? So it did take time to break that habit, and then walk it back every time. And then explaining to people that, oh, I'm trying to quit soda, and then, falling off the wagon and having to explain to them later that you're back on soda. So, but that's how I quit it, right? Like, I replaced the mindless drinking with water, and then the mindful drinking. And when I would go to 7-Eleven or I go to a gas station or I go out to a vending machine or something, I replaced that with something else that was still kind of a treat, not water, still kind of a treat. And then eventually I was able to, because I wasn't addicted, I think I was addicted to the sweetener. the aspartame of diet soda. So once I was no longer needing that, then I kind of switched to the healthier stuff, like the waters and not vitamin water. Well, vitamin water is pretty good for you, but like diet one is pretty good for you. But the what am I trying to think of? The ice. It's called ice. The flavored water stuff. So once I was able to get to that, when we're talking years down the road, like, I started seeing the benefits there. But that's how I quit. I replaced the mindless drinking, and then the mindful drinking I replaced with an alternative. And it took forever. And do I still want soda? Yes, I do. But it's not my go-to. And that's the important part. I think with any addiction, which is pretty much what that is, soda addiction, like you still want it. Like I would still love to have an ice cold Coke on a hot day. Like I think that would be so satisfying, right? But it's terrible for me. Like it's terrible. Coke will clean things. I mean, like that's not what you want to put in your body, right? So do I still want it? Yes, I do. But I know it's not good for me, so I make other choices, and it's easier for me to make those choices the further away I get from the addiction. So it's been years. I still want it, but it doesn't rule over me, and it's a lot easier for me to make those better choices the further away I get from it. So that's what I want to talk about. It's not web related, but we have to worry about our posture and the food we're putting on our bodies, and when we're sitting here for 8 hours a day working on these things, it's better to have better things going into our system, especially since we have to deal with neck issues and lower back issues and everything like that from the hazards of working at a computer, which sounds ridiculous, but it's true. So that's where I'm at. I hope that helped you. And if you've ever struggled with diet soda addiction, please, please, please put something in the comments and tell me about it, because I like to feel like I'm not alone and not a crazy person. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.